once we've got our points all set, our design selected, and we're ready to stitch the pattern, I'd like to go through the sequence that we do that with. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that we're in stitch regulation, okay? The next thing we want to do is adjust our stitches per inch. From there, we want to, very, very important, save you a lot of headache and hassle. From there, we want to make sure that we turn stitch regulation on. So I'm going to tap the right button. It's going to go from stop to run. That means my machine is ready to go. If I do not tap this prior to selecting go on my tablet, my machine is going to drag. One thing that I encourage QBOT owners to do is to, in the beginning, change this throttle on here. Let's go from needle position from down to up. What that does is keeps our needle in the up position. So if we forget to turn stitch regulation on, at least the machine's going to drag, but at least it's not going to drag in the down needle down position and potentially rip our quilt or bend a needle. So we want to make sure, very, very important, sequence that we do our stitching. Turn stitch regulator on, then select go on the tablet. When we're working with QBOT and troubleshooting, if we are experiencing some difficulties, the first and probably most important part of QBOT that you should need to understand is that this part of QBOT has nothing to do with the machine. The only thing that this does is drive the machine. We're running in stitch regulation. So essentially, if you think of it as the computer part of the QBOT is now acting as our hands on the handlebars. So that's guiding QBOT doing the pattern that we've selected in the area that we've told it to. So very important. This part of the QBOT has nothing to do with the machine. Turning the stitch regulator on and selecting go on the tablet is what engages the pattern stitching.